Well, we are running just a teeny tiny bit behind schedule, so I want to go ahead and jump over to do the reveal ASAP. Please welcome on in the GM for match number 2, Donkey Clonk. Oh, we get Wolf Quest jams, yeah! Oh! There we go. I forgot to actually reveal it on screen. Hey there, Donkey Clonk, how are you doing?
I'm okay, thanks.
Well, good. You're not going to ask how I'm doing?
No.
Well, okay, perfect. You made me laugh. I guess we could have just gotten the chance to wait and see how I was doing, but I don't know. By the way, you've got a special game coming up.
Yes, I believe you're familiar with this game. It's an old favorite that I'm rerunning from Kuso6rande 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know this game. And in fact, I already said the title of the game. And this is a game that I won when I was playing in the tournament. I beat Plexel.
It's wait and see for the NES.
Oh, yeah. Wait and see. Everybody, this is a bootleg, okay? What you're seeing on the screen, that cart is horrifying, okay? Like, I don't know what's happening. This rabbit almost has mouse ears. What kind of game would you call this?
It's a standard platformer done very bootleggy.
Yeah, very is kind of an understatement there. I've been tempted to try to learn how to speedrun this game because it is one of the jankiest platformers I have ever played in my life. Like, seriously, it's hard to describe how bad bootlegs can be, and this by far beats pretty much any other platformer in terms of jankiness with movement and such. I mean, there are others made by the same developers, obviously, that have similar physics, but most of them do not have precision platforming with them as well, or the need to use some of the game's I don't want to spoil too much, you know. We're going to have a lot of deliciousness with this game.
Definitely. It feels like you have to glitch the game in terms of movement mechanics to get anywhere.
Yeah, I will go ahead and leave it at that for now, you know, until we get into this. So, Donkey Clonk, how have you been? What's going on in life? Anything fun or exciting? Any new games you've played or anything?
Yes, I'm still working on Pinball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still really love the Shovel Knight one that you put together. That was a lot of fun. Donkey Clonk has made a virtual Shovel Knight pinball board that I got to play for a little while, and that was absolutely a blast. I highly recommend that for anybody if they get the chance to look at it. Definitely recommended. Well, I have been playing Final Fantasy II. Japanese, not American, because I've never actually beaten it, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. It's got some rough spots, but it has been good so far. It's just really difficult to actually figure out what I'm supposed to do. Thank you, Time Wanderer, for the raid. Yeah, it's not super clear where I'm supposed to do. Where I'm supposed to do. Yeah, that's what I said. Author Blues, thank you for the sub. Okay, Martin. I'm just asking if we can get a little audio because we're just about ready to roll with this game. Good old wait and see. Good old wait and see, yeah. Martin. We've got Martin, BBZ, Lauracia, Alapex, and Lady Rex going up against each other in this match. Oh my gosh, yeah. Everybody, we get Bugs Bunny. I know, he's not in his crazy castle like usual.
And this is based on a Russian animation, and the actual character in that animation does not really look like this. You saw the cover.
Yeah, the cover is horrifying. All of the players are ready, though, so I need all of your favorite Looney Tunes emotes. Any bunnies that you have, any, I guess, carrots. Carrots will show up on occasion. Whatever else you... Yeah, dogs are basically, in Looney Tunes, I guess. Countdown's happening. Spam your emotes. Spam away. Ten Miko is saying this used to be in Poland. Oh, Russian wolf and bunny one. And here we go, everybody. Okay, as it turns out, this game is really bad.
Yeah, I think Jeff XVX, who gave this out originally, has stated it was one of the worst games that he had given out. And that's kind of a high bar for Jeff.
But I tend to agree with him. Like, there are not too many platforms that quite reach this level of craptitude. It's impressive, to say the least. Yeah, so what you've got here is people are trying to make some of these jumps here and get across various pits, but again, there are lots of enemies in the way. The thing is, you have to figure out some really dumb controls in this. Specifically, what I would say is a double jump.
Oh, I see Laurasia has figured out one way you can jump longer, which is the falling off the ledge and then jumping.
Yes, you can jump a little bit after you fall off a ledge. There is technically a double jump, which doesn't always work the way that you want it to, because generally you have to jump straight up and then at a very specific timing, hit jump again. There are other strategies, such as using the tornado attack after part of the jump, because that gives you more horizontal movement.
I've seen Lady One Rex double jumping that way.
Yep, I remember the way that I when I was playing this for Kuso6rande back in Kuso3, the way that I had to play it was very much more calculative than like playing it like a game. I had to get to a specific location and think, okay, what kind of jump am I doing here in order to get across and not take damage? What do I need to do to survive this specific location? And then basically just take time to do that series of inputs and then move on to the next one and remember, this is what I need to do in this specific location. And yeah, Chad is pointing out that this game looks bad. This game is definitely hideous. Well, no, I had to play it more like a puzzle and like remembering very specific inputs, Carol Z. Play like a game. Like, if it was a crossword, maybe I was playing it like a game, but not like a platformer.
Yeah, if you try to react to things in this, the game won't let you.
Yep. By the way, the skateboard is actually a really handy item to get. I've seen some people getting it and riding on it, because even though you have less control, if you run into an enemy while using it, you lose the skateboard and do not lose any health.
Yeah, the skateboard is pretty much a free hit, and it's necessary because you cannot get past the bears without taking damage if you don't have the skateboard.
You can. You can.
Well, I've never been able to.
It's I don't know if it's pixel perfect, but it's dumb. It's very, very difficult to get past the bears without taking damage. You have to do a double jump, and you have to do it at the perfect time to get past. Yeah, this game is dumb. And I think the only reason I won was because at the end, on my best attempt, I just decided to jump as far as I could to the right. I knew time was running out, and I didn't think that I would be able to live, but I was like, I just need to make as much progress to the right as possible. Pretty much everybody died on the same pit, but I held right. And I used my tornado. Smartball, you're telling me I can beat this game if I set my mind to it? Maybe that should be an August project. I wouldn't mind doing that. I want to beat this game. I do.
These tractors that Alapex is dealing with, they are also such a pain to get past without taking damage.
Yeah, the tractors are... this was the only game I ever won at in Kuso. No, I won this, and I won Dinosaur. Dinosaur Adventure, or whatever. Yeah, I won that. do 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 do. Yeah, one thing that I've told people multiple times when it comes to Kuso6rande is to take things, you know, if you keep dying to the same obstacles, take things a little bit slower. And be a little bit more methodical about your movement if you can afford to do that. As it turns out, this game doesn't have a timer, so going fast really isn't going to be the optimal way to go through this, because you're just going to die a whole bunch. By the way, yeah, you see that there's a mushroom counter on the left. That's actually the carrot counter, which... Carrots do not count as health. Instead, they are... I think it's 30 to a life. As soon as you collect 30, you get an extra life.
Yeah, I never managed to get an extra life from carrots. I don't know how many it is, but if you say 30, you probably know better than I.
I believe it's 30. Mind you, it's been a good 2 or 3 years since I've played it, but I've played other... games that I believe that Titanic 2005 is sort of the same system, and I know that some of the Tom and Jerry bootlegs out there are the same system here. They tend to use the same numbers, the same number of collectibles. Yeah, it's... Oh my gosh, the Tom and Jerry bootlegs are something special as well. I don't know, I love bootlegs! Yeah! Codeman, you're pointing out Tom and Jerry 3. Yeah, Tom and Jerry 3 is weird because there's a, like, right at the beginning, you just go right into the sewers, and I don't really understand why you would just be going into the sewers in a Tom and Jerry game, but that's okay. The snowboarding section, or skiing section, is probably prime Kusoge when it comes to Tom and Jerry, and I love it! Oh, yeah! So,
a very nice dodge by a lady who managed to jump over a bear without taking damage.
Oh, and she got over the car as well. I thought she was going to take damage right there, honestly, because she started falling, but she... hey, Alapex is on to the second stage, and now we get into the level that probably nobody is going to pass.
Yeah. I mean, these spear-throwing enemies... You can't really dodge the spears. At least I couldn't.
It's complicated. The pineapples also hurt you. They explode. Don't ask me why. The good thing, though, about these levels is that when you make your way to them, if you have killed any of the enemies that are in the way, they are gone during that attempt. Even if you die, that enemy is gone. So sometimes it is worth it to just take a death when you're killing enemies, or, you know, take a hit, because you will make the way easier for yourself on the next attempt.
Yeah, and this is also where exploiting the double jump mechanics becomes absolutely necessary. You can get past level 1 without doing any of the double jumps, but you can't even get past like the second jump on level 2.
Yeah.
Lady is also on level 2.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, so the cartoon that this is quote-unquote based off of, even though it's actually based off of Looney Tunes, is supposedly supposed to be the Russian comic show, either called Wait and See or, well, Just You Wait, as Wikipedia calls it. Essentially, the last episode was produced in 2006. It follows the adventures of Wolf trying to catch and presumably eat hare. It features additional characters that usually help or interfere. It's a basic Wolf and Bunny series. I guess some people have compared it to Tom and Jerry, the Tom and Jerry of the Russian world.
Lady is doing absolutely fantastic here on level 2, got past some really nasty jumps.
Oh, very nice. So what I'm seeing as well is that with the bunny in this specific series, apparently, while he is considered, the hare is considered a positive character, in general, he's less developed than the wolf. I might compare it a little bit more to Roadrunner and the coyote in that case, because, yeah, the Roadrunner basically has little personality, and the coyote is the one that we get to know. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I'm enjoying the beeps and boops. It's good stuff. Beep, 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 beep. Anyways, I would love to learn a little bit more about this show. Ten Mika was saying that apparently he had seen a decent amount of the show before, and that's pretty awesome that, like, it's not just something that was restricted to Russia. We very rarely get Russian media over here in the US, and so it all just seems new to us. But no, it's something that other people have experienced.
Laurasia is also on to level 2, but with the last life and barely any health. You don't get any health refills between stages either.
Yeah, it was... It's a very difficult game, because you have to treat it not very much like a game at all. I love the trees in the background on stage 1, though, because they look like tulips.
Yeah, the famous Russian tomato trees.
The Russian tomato trees, So yeah, one thing that I find interesting is that while we do have very clear depictions of Bugs Bunny, and who doesn't look very much like the character from the Russian show, from the Russian cartoon, it's just straight ripped off Bugs Bunny, that's what it is. But he spins in a tornado, which I'm pretty sure neither Bugs Bunny nor the character from the Russian show did. You know, it's Taz. It's absolute Taz.
And now everyone has seen stage 2.
Ooh. This was developed, by the way, by Dragon Co. Dragon Co. Was over in China. It looks like, let's see, they published multiple games for the Famicom. Number of ex-Dragon employees worked for Nice Code and took some of the resources with them. Dragon made games like The Lion King 5. Oh no, that's one that we probably will never have on Kuso6rande again. Gotta be honest. What a special game. And
nice progress in stage 2 by Martins, but so that would be a second place to Lady.
Yeah, very nice job. Lady is luckily taking it a little bit slow. She does not want to hit the pineapple. Unfortunately, pineapple explodes and she dies. Yeah, some of the other games that they made, Escape Way, I'm not sure if I know Escape Way. They made some forest adventure game, a Mirror Devil World, whatever that means, Sky Dreamer. But they also did multiple Intellivision and Atari ports, and then other games that they worked on. Felix the Cat hacks. They did some more Lion King hacks. Pet Dog Game, Sunken Ship Thunderman, I don't know what that is. Tom and Jerry 3 hacks, that is the biggest thing. Primitive Man and Primitive Woman, by the way, that came out are hacks of Tom and Jerry 3, and I actually have those two on a handheld by... What is it? Data East? Yeah, Data East made that, and they have those two bootlegs. Like, I have stuff that this company made, and I purchased it in a Staples. Yeah, that's right, Staples was just shoveling out bootlegs, and you all didn't know it, but I knew it. I bought it. Yeah, they also... Oh my gosh, Abscondi. If they made Hackers, did they make Hackers? Because if so, I also have that. I don't know. They might have, they might not have. There are a few different hacker games. Not Hacker and Heroin, but, you know.
Ooh, Lady One got a game mode trying to dodge the pineapple.
Oh, no!
But it's more progress in she beat her own personal best.
Yeah, so Lady Rex is in the lead at this point, and you said that Martin was in second, but Alapex is making a fairly good push here.
Yeah, this is a good push from Alapex, but The Last Life. Wow, this game has far more effort put into the idle animations than anything else.
Yeah, the idle animations are actually pretty good. Hey, Martin got a good kill against the Spearmouth. Like, just timing out the jumps is extremely helpful. It's hard, just because of the weird animations and such, it's hard to really see and understand the timing that you have to go through in order to dodge some of the hits here. But once you start learning it, it gets a lot more reliable. Nothing in this game really seems random, except being able to jump.
I can assure you that controls feel random when you play it.
Oh yeah, until you start learning how dumb this is. But yeah, the strange thing is that I love bootlegs a lot, and yeah, I'm commenting, like, this is the one match besides the weird dinosaur game that I came in first, and that one you can barely count because, you know, 45 minutes of it was cutscenes. And I loved it. It was absolutely the perfect game. But yeah, this is really the only bad game per se that I feel like I actually had a real victory on. And it's just, I've played a lot of bootlegs. I like them. When I go with older games or games that have very clunky, strange, unresponsive controls, that's my jam. I'm able to do well with them.
Yeah, I kind of have made it a point to feature games that have strange controls.
I'm also really glad that people watching this can very clearly see that this is not a good game. The last game, may have been a little bit deceptive because it was pretty. The music was good, but this is about as bootleg comes.
Yeah, you're not going to mistake this for a good game looking at it.
Oh, never. Yeah. And honestly, I have a feeling they wouldn't even try to show off the game while they were selling it. They would just... But it was definitely a game that was sold at some point. We saw carts on the intro screen before the match. We put up a picture of a cart for the game. So, people did throw this mess together and try to sell it, and just tricking people into buying something that they think might be decent, and then it's this. Happened a lot. There's a reason everybody back in the day here in the US rented before they bought, because video games were so expensive. Even games that were on sale still felt pricey if you didn't like them. You didn't really want to buy something you didn't enjoy. So renting was the way to go. If you were facing bootlegs, though, you didn't really have the option to try, because they were likely titles that you had never heard of, something completely different. And so as soon as you know what the game is, it's too late, it's yours.
Yeah, so this was on the Russian-specific Famicom clone, the Dendy.
Ah, good old Dendy.
Yes, so you wouldn't have access to the game library, really, that you had in the West, I think, at the time.
Oh, yeah. But honestly, people there were just dying for media. They knew about video games. They'd seen about them. Probably the richer class had some of the video games, so getting cheaper ways to basically consume media that other people were enjoying, I feel was an important thing. Yeah, they weren't going to be able to enjoy all of the classics that we had, because those were going to be priced a lot higher, but they could still make their own media. I don't know. I can make fun of bootlegs all I want, but I also have an appreciation for the need to be able to create, and providing a way for people to in some way participate in various cultures around the world, Karo Z is saying that at the time that this came out, there were no official NES games in Russia, so that would make sense. I still think that people in upper classes could possibly get their hands on them. It would definitely be reasonable. It just depends on how much you're willing to pay, or how much you're able to pay. When money's not a factor, you're going to be able to get the video games over to your place. But yeah, China also was very anti-Western media and video games were a huge part of that, and they were very much against a lot of them. So the bootlegs were a way for them to sort of tell their own stories and still participate in the excitement of video games, without completely just saying they're not allowed.
Yeah, the Chinese bootlegs are really interesting because with NES hardware they try to recreate games like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VII.
I love bootleg Chrono Trigger. It's so jank, but at the same time, you can see what they were going for. Like, and, you know, taking things that were so advanced and then cutting them down to the bare minimum to fit it onto an NES cart, it's impressive. Like, honestly, it's very impressive what they were able to do. Yeah, bootleg Chrono Trigger for the Famicom, NES, Dendy, whatever you want to say it's for. Yeah. It is a very real game that came out, and it is rough. The game only goes up until Magus as well. Magus is the final boss, and everything is resolved after you beat Magus, which, honestly, playing the original Chrono Trigger, that would have been a fine ending point, you know? It sort of made sense. Beat Magus and the story is over. Of course, large plot twist happens at that point, but if you can't fit the whole game on a cart, just end it at Magus. I think that's fine. Good place to end.
I think there was also a Chinese recreation of Super Mario World for the same hardware.
Oh, yeah. That one is fun. Chinese Super Mario World. I'm pretty sure there are a couple people in chat who have experienced that. Is that how you say Magus? That's how we said Magus as a kid, and I'm not changing, okay? Look, if it's an RPG, okay, that has no voice acting, okay, then you can say it however you want. But yeah, I know it should be Magus. Can I say bagel? Wait, do you say Magus? I am. I'm the Magus. Look, everybody, my name is Magus. I got blue hair. I kind of want blue hair. Like mage. Okay. How do you say bagel, then, Tempestrol? Do you say bagel? Gonna eat a bagel. I gotta give Tempestrol a hard time. Honestly, I love Tempestrol whenever he comes and gives a game. It's always a fun time. I only make fun of the people I love.
So Alapex is on level 2 with 2 Vice here. This could be a good push.
Yeah, honestly, the important thing is on stage 1, conserve your health so that you can afford to take unexpected hits on the second stage.
Oh, what a blind jump there from Alapex.
Wait, some egrets, you say bagel? Oh no. Okay, we're all just gonna stop talking. You know what, we'll go ahead and say that dictionaries are not prescriptive, they're descriptive. They describe the way that people say things. And so if you say it different, it just means the dictionary hasn't caught up to you yet. Oh no! Alapex! That is not unexpected! I love it. Honestly, this game is super difficult. Oh, there goes Martin! Martin is dead. But that's okay, everybody dies here. This rabbit is not exactly doing as well as he does in the cartoons, you know? Apparently the rabbit, you know, does get away. In typical comedic fashion, you know, even if we love the schemes that the bad guy produces, the quote-unquote hero, or the more innocent character, he always gets away. But in this case, the hero just dies a million times. This is what... Maybe this is like all of the rabbit's siblings. I imagine he had a lot of siblings. It's a rabbit, after all.
That would make sense for a rabbit, yeah.
Yeah. rabbits everywhere.
I think that's a new personal best for Lady. And with 2 lives left as well. Oh, and here we have the infamous sand section. And yeah, that's not solid sand.
Yeah. You have... Oh my gosh. This is where everybody got stuck during my match. You gotta sort of jump on the hippo.
And the hippo moves so erratically.
Now, I think that he was a Muggus. Like, yeah. Tempest roll. Since we're still having that discussion in chat.
Sounds pretty sus to me. Oh, what a troll platform for a lady.
You know, it's not too surprising. Like, here's the deal. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. When you're playing bootlegs, you have to approach them in a way that's different from playing a real game. And that means that, specifically, you have to assume that there may be places that were not designed well. You gotta assume that, you know, compared to normal games where they're not going to have blind jumps may be required, glitches may be required, doing things in a jank way that feels absolutely wrong may be required many times in the game. And it, you know, once you start managing to treat it not like a normal game, but like an extremely broken game, then you can start making a good amount of progress.
We have good pushes here from both Laurasia and Alapex.
Yeah, honestly, they're having great pushes right now. I guess one comparison that I would put is that if you watch a bad movie, you absolutely cannot enjoy it through the lens of an Oscar or an Emmy, you know? It's just not going to reach it there, and you're just going to say it's bad. Instead, you have to sort of craft its own lens in order to understand what's going on in that. Same way with bootlegs and very bad video games. You know, realizing that looking at the game through a typical lens and trying to play the game that way might not be the best way to approach it. Chat is asking if you're allowed to rage quit. I mean, that's not really something that I can ban. If people stop streaming, they're not streaming anymore.
I think... Has there been a rage quit in Kuso6rande where you weren't the GM?
I can't remember. Usually they wait until after the match, though, to rage quit, you know?
Yeah, but the rage quits I can remember are Smurfs and Evil Knievel, which were both games that you gave out.
I can't recall a rage quit during Evil Knievel, but I completely could believe it. I think that game's fun, though. Come on. Rage quitting during fun games. How could you do that? Oh yeah, we actually have given points for an early rage quit before? Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that. But I believe it. But yeah, in general, you know, people here are generally here because they appreciate bad video games, and, you know, going through the experience of there's one thing to sit down and just flip through games, play about 30 seconds of one and be like, no, I don't want to play that. You know, that's one experience to find bad games, but having to go an hour into a game that you never would have played otherwise, and experience the frustration and such, I feel like it's an experience that not a lot of people get outside of this tournament, you know? Not a lot of people are willing to put themselves into situations like that. As soon as you're in a tournament setting, though, you get to experience all of the emotions that come with terrible games like this. And trust me, I've done this game in a blind match I felt a lot of emotions. And it excites me when I'm able to just feel so angry about a game. Because there's very little that's similar to that kind of anger.
Now there is a slogan for you. Kuso6rande, we invoke emotions.
Well, yeah. Gotta feel. You gotta have emotions. Baby cakes, you know?
The lady is back to her old... I think, yeah, that's a new personal best for Lady.
Very nice, Lady Rex. Still, this game is barely playable. Like, seeing that people are making significant amounts of progress, I love this. And honestly, you know, I think that Lady Rex beat my attempt when I was doing this in a blind race. People have gotten better over the years. Like, honestly, I think that just playing through many games is probably the best way to practice for a tournament like this, to get better. You know, taking time to figure out, you know, what do I do if I get stuck in a certain situation? How do I consistently make progress? It's really impressive to see how much people have improved over the years overall. Yeah, and Lady Rex is just knocking it out of the park. Yeah, if she had gone up against me, she would have beaten me already. And I only barely made, like, my high score mark, like, in the last couple minutes. It's so ridiculous. Ubi is completely right, by the way, in saying that if there were no enemies in this game, it would still be brutally difficult. Yeah. Yeah. It's so hard. Like, the enemies are just kind of the nail in the coffin, you know? The coffin was already there, dead body in it. Just tap, 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 and... I think I cut you off a little while ago, Donkey Clonk. What are you thinking about how they're doing?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I didn't expect to see so far into level 2 already at the half-hour mark.
Yeah. Not only so far into level 2, but the fact that everybody's made it to level 2. You know, it is kind of surprising to me.
It's really impressive how this one-tile pineapple is proving such an insurmountable obstacle for Martins, for example.
My gosh, Alopex almost made a mistake, almost died. But luckily, Alopex managed to save it. Didn't save it that time. Luckily, the levels do sometimes have checkpoints. They're not always the most forgiving checkpoints, but yeah, you just sort of learn as you go where the checkpoints are. Alopex, unfortunately, game over as well. Lady Rex is getting to be the most reliable at making progress in this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about the places past first.
I don't know. I think that everybody is going to make it to the sand section. Who will get past the sand section really will determine some of the places here. Lady Rex is the only one to have done so far, which honestly I don't know if any of the others will, but I think they'll see it and they'll try to jump and try to get through it. Honestly, it looks like a platform, so just like when I was playing,
not like ground.
Everybody is going to try to jump on the sand. That's another thing about bootlegs that you don't really get to experience with good games. Well, I mean, some good games, like quote-unquote good games, licensed games, how about that? Like Wizard of Oz for Super Nintendo, it's not a good game, And there are plenty of places where you have platforms that look like platforms, but they're not, or some are. You just don't know until you try to jump on them. But yeah, good games generally don't have that problem, or if they do, it's just in a handful of locations. Lady Rex, onto the hippo section. Oh, that hippo is just trying to munch and crunch, but just doesn't manage to. Oh, the alligator! Amazing Toaster, you're arguing that bootleg Wizard of Oz is better than licensed. I haven't touched the bootleg one. I didn't actually even know there was one. But having played a lot of the Super Nintendo one, I think I already agree. Ooh, the pineapple explodes. Hurts Lady Rex a little bit, but that's okay. She is past the sand. Oh, apparently we have had the bootleg Wizard of Oz in Kuso6rande. We've had a lot of games. Donkey Klonk. We have had so many games.
Yeah, I could recall the NES bootleg Chinese Wizard of Oz.
Martin just trying to kill the bird without taking damage, unfortunately still takes a hit there. That's another thing with this game, is that hitboxes are dumb, and just getting past enemies can feel very, I wouldn't say precise, inconsistent getting past the enemies in this, yeah. Okay, Martin is making a good push though. Alapex in the exact same location as well. Oh my gosh, Martin! I don't think Martin has been in this area before, or if so...
I think Martin has definitely seen this 3-log area.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think this is Martin's best.
It's just dumb.
And I think that's a new personal best for Martin's. It might be enough for second.
Scoop in chat is asking if you have a double jump after your first spin. Sort of. Like, you sort of have a double jump whenever, but using the spin in between is definitely a lot more reliable than not using the spin. The spin helps you get a little bit more horizontal movement.
And Martin sees the sands.
Oh no, Martin, enjoy the sand. That is a death and not too surprising, but I think that may be a second place.
That is definitely second.
Very nice. Yeah, the controls feel very inconsistent, but it feels a lot better when you are using the spin. If you use the spin before doing your second jump, it's just a lot easier to actually pull off. I don't know exactly how to describe it, partly because I haven't played this game for a few years. But yeah, it's rough.
I still feel like I'm glitching the game out whenever I try to do the double jump.
Yeah, well, it just doesn't feel like that's how it's supposed to be done. You don't jump like you do in a normal video game, you know? You jump like a poor tornado bunny. I don't know.
Yeah, you glitch out a jump with a spin, and then you glitch out the spin with a jump.
But as far as I can tell, that's how it's supposed to go. Like, some of the jumps are just literally impossible if you don't do that. So, as far as I can tell, that's intended. It's behaving the way it's supposed to when you are doing the jump, spin, jump. I love chat. Hippo's a jerk. Yeah, Cadus, the hippo absolutely is a jerk. Just moves left and right, and the actual hitbox for standing on it, I don't know if it's a little bit more to the left or the right. It just is weird.
So I didn't actually tell the players about the double jump. I said experiment with the controls.
Yep.
You might be able to jump further than it seems. And that was the only hint that the players got. So I'm surprised the players discovered the double jump fairly quickly.
Yeah, when I was in the Kuso6rande match, I think I'm the first one who figured out that there was some sort of double jump. Figuring out how to actually make it consistently happen took a lot longer. But yeah, I can say I learned how to double jump in a wait and see. There's a t-shirt for you.
Achievement unlocked. I think this is better than best for Alapex.
I think so. Alapex, if he can collect one more carrot, that is an extra life. That would be a significant amount of help here. Alapex dodging that carrot, though. Again, I don't think the players really know when the extra lives come into play. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, this... Oh, there we go. Extra life. Right before the hippo, right into the sand. And another death, but luckily that one extra life is going to make a difference. I was right! I didn't forget it was 30 carrots / mushrooms. Okay, Alapex on the hippo. Very nice, getting across that
mushroom,
jump.
Though, that gives you an extra life. Works for Marius, I guess.
Alapex is in second now, due to making this much progress in the sand. That's really awesome. Alapex actually has the chance to move out of second into first, depending on how this part goes. But again, one hit left on his last life. I don't know if it's going to be enough to change the spots. He kills the bird, does some more of these crappy jumps. Oh my gosh, they're just so freaking hard. And this mouse, how are you even supposed to deal with it, like, without getting hit?
Yeah, I don't know who is first now of Alapex and Lady.
And there we go, Alapex dying right there. That might have been the same place as Lady, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh my gosh, with that said, we are starting to get to the end of the match. Less than 15 minutes left. It's honestly anyone's game. Lady Rex and Alapex have... Well, I kind of like the rhyme there. Wait, Lady Rex is through onto stage 3? What? Never mind. Lady Rex is probably going to demolish this, but if this level has ice physics...
Oh god,
then
ice
we are
physics.
doomed.
Of course it has to be ice physics.
Oh no. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hi, Penguin. Oh, good. You can just tornado the penguin to death. Oh, no, little picture crab. Oh, the crab's dead. Oh, the little fishy. Fish is dead. Yeah. Man, I feel like the environmentalists are going to be very upset about this. Okay? I am. I like penguins.
Well, penguins are birds and birds are jerks.
But they don't... It doesn't count as a bird if it doesn't fly. Just putting out the video game rules here. Penguins are basically just Goombas. Just with a different sprite. Yeah, that's right. Penguins are Goombas. You can quote me on that. Emu is not a bird. No, Emu is Big Goomba. Like Goomba Boss. Oh my gosh. The polar bear, that was kind of adorable. Lady Rex just letting the slope carry her down.
Blind jump onto a moving platform, always fun.
I mean, here's the deal. You can actually get, well, moving sliding platform as well. But you can jump after you are off the platform, so it's not as bad. The thing is, like, it's actually very forgiving in that way. It just feels so wrong. And it's very easy to be in a safe position and not feel that you're safe, thus overcorrecting and actually dooming yourself. And Lady Rex almost did that. Very close. Oh, the penguin! Goomba!
Laurasia is making a good push here, and this might get Laurasia out of force.
Oh my gosh.
And the fourth is important because one player gets eliminated.
No, Lady Rex! That is a little rough, but she still has had the best push. I don't know if anybody else has a chance of passing her at this point. Maybe a chance. I mean, everybody is doing a lot better at this match than I did.
Yeah, these are some amazing performances. And this is a new personal best for Alapex.
No, Alapex hasn't been past this. Alapex made it to the mouse that was on top of a platform. I think
yeah,
the
you're correct.
next
Alapex
spear mouse. Mia, pay attention. It's... I was gonna say it's more likely than you think, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, this is where Alapex lost last time.
Kerosene is pointing out that the mice that show up, I think the spear mice, are Tasmania enemies. I can't recall which Tasmania, but there's a good chance. I mean, considering that we have the tornado from Taz, only makes sense.
They look a bit like skunks to me, those martens maybe.
I like this music. Wait, Neptune Daydream? This can't be Game Gear Taz. There's no way. This is no. Why would they take Genesis and Game Gear Taz and put it on NES? That doesn't make any sense.
Not enough rail.
This is
cards.
definitely not Super Nintendo Taz, because that is a third-person runner? And I love Super Nintendo Taz. I'm a huge fan of that one. Maybe there's a different Super Nintendo Taz? Yeah, actually, I'm just making fun of people. Like, a big part of bootlegs was taking newer games and getting them onto the older consoles that were actually affordable at the time. So I wouldn't be too surprised if they did look at some of the mechanics of more modern games, or at least games on platforms other than the NES, and, you know, figured out how to make them in the NES, or at least to some degree. Okay, 7 minutes left, everybody. 7 minutes of this beauty. I hope you are just rocking out to all the tunes, not getting eaten by bears. Hopefully you're enjoying the tulip tree, the tomato trees. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, I love homegrown tomatoes. Store-bought tomatoes are so crappy a lot of the times, but oh my gosh, go to a farmer's market, get tomatoes. They're divine. Absolutely amazing. know. Are you a big tomato fan, Donkey Kong?
I think that you can get good tomatoes from canned tomatoes. They tend to be more ripe than the fresh tomatoes.
I suppose, yeah, if I had to choose between, like, imported tomatoes and canned tomatoes would probably be right. Definitely good for salsas and any, like, recipe. But if you're just gonna have pure, straight-up tomato, like tomato slices, I feel like the farmer's market is really the only way to go. Sorry, I'm working on getting some of the stuff ready for the next match as well, and I get to see what the upcoming stuff is. It's gonna be good. I think. Maybe good's not the right word. It's gonna be a game. Yeah. I can at least promise that much, you know?
Let's see if Laurasia can make it past the 3 logs, because I think Martins has made it past the 3 logs and Laurasia hasn't.
The 3 logs. That is so foreboding. Bugs Bunny, next you must face the 3 logs. Yeah. What's that?
Well, it is a pretty miserable obstacle to jump.
Then he falls and dies and decomposes at the bottom of the screen. Ain't I a stinker?
And Lady is back to level 3 again.
Yeah, I don't like this level. But, like, Lady Rex is way too good at this. Ridiculously good at this game that, honestly, nobody should be good at.
Yeah, it's so strange about Kuso, because sometimes the worst games just click with people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. The 3 logs. Lady Rex sliding, sort of. When are we getting the Brosentia speedrun of this game? I kind of want to do a speedrun for this sometime. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm gonna put that on my list of things to think about and not commit to.
Maybe after you get sub 20 on Kid Cool.
Okay, that was extortion and blackmail. Aha! Even Nightbot doesn't remember. Haha! Boop 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 boop. Yeah, let me just say, Kid Cool was a nightmare of a project, and maybe one day it could happen, but honestly, it's just kind of a nightmare to go back to because I have, like, it's like all of the bad memories come back from that game, and I don't know, there's no joy in playing Kid Cool. No joy, just regrets. And so going back and like trying to remember all, or trying to get through all of the crap, oh, I don't know.
I should maybe possibly try to play Kid Cool just to see how it feels.
It's the game that has made me feel probably more emotions than almost any other game, and not positive emotions. All of them just pure hatred and anger, because it is so bad. no game has a right to be that infuriating.
This is a great push from Martins.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, we've got 3 lives there. Martin could manage to pull out a personal best in this last minute and a half. And if so, he could move out. Is he currently in 4th?
I think Martins is in 3rd. He has seen... Yeah, I think Martins saw the sand after Alapex, and Alapex has gotten further into the sand.
Okay. Well, Alapex has made it past the sand. Okay, the final minute, Lauratia. That is a game over. Yeah, we are definitely gonna want to have ref ruling. One person getting eliminated from this match. The places matter a great deal, especially 3rd and 4th. Martin dying to the sand.
I'm pretty sure it's Lady 1st, Alapex 2nd, Martins 3rd, and Laurasia 4th.
It could be. I don't know how far Laurasia made it into the sand. Oh my gosh, Martin, almost! Oh, you almost got out of that! Well, I'm not hitting time until it's done. Kata says that sounds about right, Donkey Clonk, but we will have it double verified. That is true. We generally do a double check just to make sure that the places that we believe are correct. But you know what?
That was a huge late last-minute push by Alapex.
I feel like we're correct when we say that is it. That is the end of the match. No more of this game for now. Lady Rex definitely took the victory, and it definitely seems like Alapex took 2nd. 3rd and 4th appears to be Martin, then Laurasia. We will double check. And it looks like Lady Rex is already here. Hello!
Oh, that was so rough.
Oh, I had so much fun watching this because I've played the crap out of this game. I mean, I haven't beaten it, but I've played a lot of it.
Shout out to the fact that that double jump simultaneously feels like it's absolutely mandatory, but also feels completely unintentional.
I know, right? It is mandatory. It absolutely is, but it feels... Like, I was trying to explain it to people watching because it's hard to describe without actually playing it yourself. It doesn't feel like it's supposed to do that, but
Yeah,
you
it's like-
have to.
It's like jump, spin in midair, jump again. And when I first did it, I honestly thought that I had found some infinite flight trick, but no, it's limited to just the first spin in the air.
Yeah, technically there's a double jump mechanic in the game as well. You can do it without doing the spin.
Wait,
it's a lot.
what?
Yeah, if you jump straight up and then try to do a jump holding right, it's a very specific timing that you have to do in order to do that. The spin is a much easier version of the double jump. Yeah.
Okay, well, at least I was using the easier method then. I was gonna be so upset if that other method was easier.
No, you were doing the easy method. Like, this game is bad.
Shoutouts to pineapples, by the way, officially my least favorite fruit.
Oh my gosh. Pineapples might be my favorite fruits, but after watching this, maybe they get knocked down a rank or two,
It's like, I'll admit, I already just wasn't a fan of pineapples personally before this. Now, it's definitely not going anywhere near my pizza.
I hate pineapple. No, I am a huge fan. If you've never had roasted pineapple with like cinnamon on it, that is one of the most divine things in the world, okay? Highly recommended that you at least give that a shot. Until then, you can go ahead and knock pineapples all you want, but that might change your life. Just saying, okay? So, talk me through a little bit more about this game and your experience. The jump, absolutely dumb.
Honestly, most of my feelings with the game ended coming from the second stage, because the first stage, after a while, I just started to get that down pat. Honestly, that attempt where I only got hit once in the first stage I was really proud of that. that second stage, every time I got past the point, my furthest point, every time I started to make little bits of progress forward, my heart just started racing. Like, oh gosh, when's the next obstacle? Oh, when's this level gonna end? Please give me more carrots. I need another life.
Give me carrots.
And then when I finally saw that the screen stopped scrolling, and when I finally saw that next stage, I got so excited. And then I saw the ice physics, and then I saw more pineapples, and then I was sad.
More ice physics, more pineapples. Oh, the nightmares, they're just here.
I would not be... But honestly, I have a feeling this game probably has at least a fourth stage, and I'm terrified for what that stage might hold.
I think that it's 3 stages, but I'm not 100% sure. You passed my best attempt, by the way, when I was doing this on Kuso6rande, and even playing it casually later, I didn't make it as far as you. One of these days, I'm going to go beat it, though, okay? Because
my condolences.
It's got a strange charm, in my opinion. Like, it's not good. It definitely is not good. There's nothing good about it, but I enjoy playing it.
It definitely has that strange charm. It just has that Kuso feel to it. Like, this game just has that Kuso.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, you were the only person who made it to the ice physics, and I'm not too surprised about that. But multiple people beat my best attempt when I was playing Kuso. Everybody's just getting better in these tournaments, and I love it. It makes me very happy. Well, Lady Rex, thank you so much. Is there anything that you need to plug or anything that's going on over at your channel that people should know about?
I don't really have anything in particular going on in the future, but you know what? Just shout out to Rosentia. He's right here. You're already watching him.
Oh, wow.
He's awesome.
Holy crap, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Donkey Kong, thank you as well for bringing back one of my favorite memories. Like, I love to see people play this game. It's so much fun.
There weren't many game masters signing up, so I took a spare spot and filled in with a rerun.
That's right, Game Masters, if you're watching. I don't know what sound effect that was supposed to be, but get on it and sign up, because we definitely love to have a variety of Game Masters giving out games. Thank you both so much, and take care. You have a great rest of your day.
Hey, you too. Have a great day, bro.
Bye!
Later.
Oh, everybody, Bad Game Tournament Kuso6rande is here, and we are on our 6th iteration. As a reminder, we do give out plenty of prizes when we get to the bracket, generally over $2,000 worth of prizes, and I try to increase it each year just to keep it a little juicier. If you would like to support the channel, dropping a sub, following, or even just telling friends about the tournament is always helpful. Up next, we have another game. Who would have guessed? I'm gonna run a quick ad and we will be right back. Bye! But not bye, just bye for a minute. Amazing Toaster, I'm not leaving forever, just for temporary. Also, Prism Ranger, I know you can hear me. Thank you so much for that sub earlier. Why am I just thinking of talking like Bugs Bunny? Ain't I a stinker? I can only say the 2 lines, though. That and the one about doctors.